Okay, who we searching for next?
I'll tell you. There's a Blade who departed NLA and hasn't come back in yet. I want you to go pick him up.
You say pick up, so you know where he is.
Yeah? Eric, clue these guys in.
Roger that. I'm Eric, curator and captain of the eponymous Team Eric. I'm a bit embarrassed to admit, but it's my subordinate Ted who needs help. Ted is having some trouble accepting the Exodus plan. He said he wasn't going anywhere, then flew off in a huff.
We feared this might happen.
First we left Earth, now we're leaving Mira. He won't be the only one with internal struggles right now.
Yeah, I'm sure. To be perfectly honest, I'm wrestling with it too.
Empathize. Not emphasize. That's not
But
words.
cannot just carry on in quiet.
Believe me, I've been there too. We're curators. In our line of work, generally, we handle a lot of animals and plants. You start to have a lot of sympathy for the natural world.
I see. Flora and fauna are not part of the Exodus plan.
Right.
It's a thorny one.
Well, the first step's to meet the man and hear him out.
Agreed.
He'll be at the Canopied Nightwood in Noctilum. It was the location of our first mission.
Noted.
I appreciate it.
Alright, I guess Chapter 13, Act 2 is going around and helping out with a whole bunch of people that, aren't able to make it otherwise, I guess, or struggling to make it for one reason or another and bring them to the ship. It is almost 3 in the morning, so I don't know if I'm seeing this through tonight. But, like, at this point, it's like I kind of really want to, but at the same time, this is pretty decently chonky. Sepalog here. Ted. How you doing, Ted? I mean, most of this is cutscenes. I feel like I'm barely able to talk during this. I'm kind of enjoying just, like, sitting back and relaxing and taking stuff in.
Looks
you
like
know?
our man.
I know if I see it through, I'll end up giving, like, a long review at the end and stuff. Yeah.
Are you Ted?
Hey, you're Alma's team. What are you doing here?
We came looking for you at Eric's request.
Captain sent you? I'm sorry. You came out here for me? You didn't have to.
Let me be straight. The plan hasn't changed. Will you return to NLA? Here's where we are. Your being here right now is dereliction of duty. I won't lie, we could take you into custody.
Look, I can't get on board with it.
Because we're not bringing plants and animals?
Exactly.
You must realize why. The logistical hurdles alone.
Sure. And yet, they're what nurtured this planet. Since way, way before we arrived. And just because we showed up, the whole world's just gonna disappear like that. If I can't stop it, I'd rather go with them.
Reason.
Right. You have to follow your own conscience, no question. We will respect your decision. But you need to remember that by doing this, you'll be forcing people to leave you behind.
Well, I'm sure you've had time to consider it from all angles by now.
I'm sorry. I know what I'm doing is pointless, but still.
What if Ren took along genetic information?
The genetic information of the plants and animals of Mira?
Like Tatsuse!
I don't think there's any rule against it.
Clever. You want to emulate the Earth Life Colonization Project by preserving the genetic information of Mira's flora and fauna.
Tatsu knew Ilmo would get it. That what Tatsu said. Tatsu happy friend pick up what Tatsu laid down.
Whew, that's some good thinking for a Nopon.
Friend could have left off that last part.
Our time is limited, though. We won't be able to capture all of it. Verdict?
We'll help you however we can.
Yes, I'm all for. If we can bring even a small memento of Mira's existence to the next universe we live in, I want to make it happen. I can gather the data we need from Noctilum. Can you do the other continents?
Of course.
I've sent you the coordinates for a spot in Primordia that'll make for good data. Best of luck.
Let's move.
Well, it is a good idea if you have the Lifehold core that can store genetic information and rebuild things with its DNA goop stuff. May as well use it for that function. Also didn't mention it before, but I do really like how the Lifehold is just kind of stuck onto the man on ship. Again, I don't get how this is the default camera angle and how people play like this. I guess it isn't 2/3, 1/3. It's more like half and half. Like, how do you see anything when, like, your scale blocks half the screen? Zoom out, jeez. Genetic data extraction point. Do I have to get out of the skull? Looks like. And then a thing happens as we extract genetic data.
We got it.
That should take care of Primordia then.
At the perfect angle.
That's Primordia's data gathered.
Thanks a lot. Right then. If you could head over to Oblivia.
We're on it.
I guess I just have to go do a bunch of this. May as well hop into the skull and then over this way. Yeah, just gonna go to a bunch of spots, pick up a single thing on the ground, and then you have like most of the genetic data of the region captured, I guess. Because that's how that works. But hey, I'll take something that doesn't make all that much sense, like gameplay / story-wise, for the sake of easier gameplay. I won't complain about that. A little bit of ludonarrative dissonance, you can argue, for the sake of a smoother gameplay. Whee! Imagine it's like, go kill one of every creature that exists and extract their genetic data in the process.
Jamnetic information collected.
Looks like Sylvalim's next.
It's as of this epilogue that I've realized that they all say it as Sylvalum. I've always said it as Sylvalum. That's how I've always said it. I don't know if there was ever any, like, other quests before. Like, affinity missions and story missions would be the only ones that would be voice acted. Regular quests wouldn't be, where they would refer to it as Sylvalum. Are there other instances in the game where they refer to the region in general and they would have referred to it as Sylvalum and I never realized?
Looks like they're on our case.
Oh, I was gonna grab that, but like, never mind. I don't feel like it. I'm getting stuck in the tree, question mark. Okay, anvil, sand plane, please. Okay, now, just don't get too close to that Oxserve so that doesn't wake up on me. My goodness, the frames. You gotta wait for the Switch 2 to play this game. I swear, this actually just sucks. Good game, terrible performance.
Okay, it's in the bag.
We're finished.
Wow, that was fast. I guess that's why you're the pros. Last on the list would be Cauldros then.
Got it. Once we have the data, we'll return to Noctilum.
Great. I'll go back once I'm done too.
What? I'll go back once I'm done too. The reason why we'd be going to Noxilum would be to, like, reunite with you. But if you're going back once you're done, then, like, what's the point of us... Where's the hell is my skull? Oh, it's clipped in here. Then what the hell would be the point of us going back to Noxilum? Wouldn't we miss you? Because you would be going back to NLA. We'd be going to Noxilum to meet up with someone that isn't there anymore. Unless, like, he's not in Noxilum, and he's like, great, I'll go back when I'm done too, as if we're going to meet in Noxilum, and he's somewhere that isn't Noxilum right now, and I don't get it. Whatever. Well, that time it didn't auto-zoom. I gotta hit the zoom button myself. Alright, get all the genetic data for Noxilum on this one little island here.
Looks like they're on our case.
No. You guys are guarding it. Well, I mean, that's fine. Well, I mean, do a little smidge of that, get my TP back here, and then I should just be able to do, like, the AoE thing here and get them both without consuming my TP for the next battle here. Is there another guy? There's another guy. Just 0-0. Die. Get out of here. That wasn't enough. What? What? Okay, well, first time I've seen... Oh, there we go. Seeing that overdrive going, and I don't see my arts. Alright, well... A whole bunch of crap. A turbo straw. Alright, genetic data extraction point. Actually, I had to fight someone for this one. I'm extracting your genetic data, Caldros. You like it or not.
And that's the last of it.
Good work, everyone. Back to Noctilum, then.
If Mr. Dude's even still there. He gave me mixed messages. Alright, well, right next to here. Let's see what's going on with Mr. Dudo. We have all this genetic information, and then we can build things in the life hold. So maybe we'll get some Xenoblade Chronicles X flora and fauna and whatever the next Xeno game is. Maybe what this will end up being. Hey, Ted. Yeah. This is all making me think that there probably isn't going to be a Xenoblade Chronicles X2.
Of genetic information.
This really was just a one-off.
Couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much. I'm ready.
Your eyes are glowy.
I'll go back to NLA.
Really?
Look like you'd be like a vampire or something.
See, while
like
collecting the data,
one of the
I heard
Castlevania
voices.
animes.
The beings that made this world told me something. To preserve is to cultivate.
The beings that made this world. What the hell is that word? Intimate, that you heard them too? Like, I know the word intimate, that I would initially read that as. Is that supposed to say, like, imitate? You heard them too, or... I don't even know. You inhale hallucinogens?
Not at all. Ted here, he's listened to this world more than anyone. I'm not surprised it spoke to him.
To preserve is to cultivate, huh? It's true that though this world will perish, we can still plant its seeds. In the next.
Yes, I swear I'll make it happen.
Whoa! What's the deal?
I'm afraid I may have trespassed on their territory while I was collecting the data earlier.
We'll handle it. You just get to NLA.
As you say.
Well, just for the sake of having a battle here, I guess. It won't last long. Well, here, let's go into the middle here, and then, oh, no, enough. I guess I'll start using Blossom Dance. So I guess I will start doing... Alright, give me my TP back. Would be nice. Should I could probably do a decent bit with just this. Just thinking about if I use another TP art. I mean, as long as I have over 3,000, I'm good in the next battle anyway. I want more true stream edge. Oh, or not. Well, there, that works. Okay. Oh, I was about to say it's not immediately going into another cutscene because it didn't pull up the mini-map, but now it did. And then it went into a
Well, that
cutscene
did it.
anyway.
Yeah.
I think I misspoke
All right,
there.
then.
I think
Let's
my
go
brain is
report back to
malfunctioning.
NLA.
I initially thought that wouldn't go into a cutscene because it pulled up the mini map there, but then it went away and then faded to black and then clearly went into a cutscene. All right. Well, I did the thing. But yeah, I do like how the content here doesn't feel like fillery in the sense of like, oh yeah, go help some people like make it and stuff. Like the first one was a pretty serious talk about being a bird, and the second one was about like preserving the flora and fauna of the planet. So it has a chance to shows more respect towards it and all that.
Eric's been in touch. He says Ted saw sense and came back. And with a load of data in tow. You made a commander very happy today.
Where is he?
He broke the rules. He'll need to do his time. To discourage the others, shall we say.
Yeah, thought as much.
And the genetic data? What about that?
Already added to the White Whale 2's databases.
You cleared it.
Commander, thank you for this.
Mustache Man is big softy.
All right, folks. We'll call it a day. Kudos. You've earned yourselves a break. Well, there is one more thing.
Problem?
Good news. Fresh off the press, too. The jump drive is online.
You're serious?
I am. Go see for yourselves. The others should already be over there.
We gotta see it.
Yeah, let's.
Oh, what a magnificent system! Not only did you link the Ares drive to the White Whale 2, a nigh impossible task in itself, but to run them in parallel, thereby allowing the Ares to function as it always did? Pants off to you!
Now to get back the cores from Void, make the Ares whole and return to home base, then we can finally leave this place. Nice and simple, just the way I like them.
We've achieved a hell of a lot in a few short weeks. We rock.
The credit goes to our allies, chief among them the Manon, who shared much wisdom with us. Humanity could not have done this alone.
You know, I'm starting to think we might just be able to pull off a win.
In Void's contest? Really?
Lynn, now's not the time.
Yes, right. Sorry. I didn't mean to bring all that back up.
You're not wrong to have a wafer, Lynn. Ideally, all living creatures, big and small, would not fight, but set their eyes on a new universe while standing knee to knee.
The fact is, when Void faced us, he didn't consider pursuing that possibility. He can't consider it, even in theory. His goal is survival, at the cost of all else, everything and everyone. No more.
What a lonely way to be.
If loneliness is all he knows, is that why he doesn't want anyone else to make it to the next universe? That's why he denies us?
That's right.
Hang on a sec. He claims he's pursued us because he wants to know what death is. When I thought of him as evil, did I get him wrong? Was I too hasty?
No, there's certainly a streak of wickedness in him. He's lonely, insatiable, and curious, too. In a way, he's very pure. But if it ultimately brings him to wish harm upon us, we should call a spade a spade. By any name, his intentions are inscrutable to us, and that's the truth.
It's not like he wants to be screwed anyway. He's alone, and fine with it, right? Trying to suss him out might just tick him off. Although, I doubt that he even has the capacity to get angry.
I gotta say, you really seem to get him.
You trying to make me puke? I guess our minds might have gotten mixed together. Over there, inside of the rift.
Mixed? Such a curious notion.
It's the place where all consciousness flows. Me and Void, we both made it out of there. Doesn't surprise me if things got a little buggy.
So there's a bit of each of you in the other?
Maybe. Though, there's one key difference between me and him. I fight to secure us a place where we can all belong together. And that's because of a strong passion, something Void can never possess. It's 'cause I love you all.
Never were more heroic words spoken. Truly pearls of wisdom cast before a swine.
Thought I'd shaken the whole hero thing. I got high hopes. Fate doesn't lay our path out in front of us. We make it ourselves. Real body or mimeosome doesn't matter. Because we are feeling beings. We fight to survive. Right?
The White Whale 2 is now complete. Furthermore, all prospective escapees have been relocated to NLA. It's been hard work, but we're at the final stage.
Embark the residents, then retrieve the cores from Void and get going.
That's it.
I'm sure you must all be feeling the strain. Stay strong. We'll be needing your services just a while longer.
That said, there's still time before the DMAT effect reaches us. You should get some rest, but don't get lazy. At ease. Dismissed.
Well, that was Chapter 13, Act 2. The White Whale 2 is complete, with all races who have agreed to join safely aboard. A brief reprieve as the plan enters its final stage. Yeah, not at all the way that I thought this story was going to go. Like, I don't know what way I thought that this was going to go, but definitely not like this. Also, while we're here, let's have a little bit of a look-see here. So... did the life hold shrink down? It's no longer the super massive thing that was before. Maybe it's just like a big chunk of it, the kind of necessary stuff or something. I never discovered LA waters, wow. And we have all the conduit Zohar looking USB drives all plugged in here. The ones that we have at least. Oh, no gaps in this one. Oh, then there goes the music. Interesting. Yeah, a bit of a redesign. Probably not what the writers and developers had in mind when first designing the man on ship, I would imagine, for the original game. Alright, well, let's have a look-see here. So... it's 3:11 in the morning. Complete a hero's trial. Just have to complete Chapter 13, Act 1. I could have done that before as well. It's now 3:12 in the morning. I am feeling decently tired. I mean, this is mostly cutscene movie with how I'm able to wreck stuff anyway. If I do this and then the final chapter, it's gonna take me at least a couple hours. Do I really want to be up until like 5 or something here? Is that really a fantastic idea? I'm already feeling decently tired. I don't know if this is the best idea. It might well not be. I do kind of want to see how this ends, but this is so incredibly late. With at least 2 missions to go here. Man. I might just have to do the smarter thing here. Is what I might have to do. And not completely destroy, like, my sleep schedule for the entire rest of the week here. It's already bad enough me streaming this late last night. then like needing to get up at like a semi-decent hour and work on the work on my Fargo for a little bit, and doing another late night thing today. Currently the 31st of March. On the 2nd is going to be the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, on April 2nd here. On the 3rd is going to be Last of Us Part 2 on PC, and I'll see if that one's really broken, and if so, I'll start playing it a whole bunch. Well, today, this Monday, maybe do one last stream of this game for like the main story stuff and see it finished off. What's happened so far is also already given me a decent bit to digest as is, you know. But I am leaning towards the idea that this is going to be one of those stories where it's just like, after you do the final mission, the game will just like put you back to just before you did the final mission / face the final boss, that you can still like go around and explore in the world because something completely changes in the world. Like that's the way that Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, and 3 were when it came to their stories, where it's like you could save right before the final boss, but the moment you actually do the final boss, you get reloaded back to just before you did the final boss, so you can still like go around the world, do different things and stuff. And it would make sense that none of the dematerialization would destroy any of the actual places that I need for gameplay. So presumably those orbs are just gonna be around like forever now, I take it. Most likely here. And yeah, I guess there's the main bit of the Lifehold. That the next Xeno game is probably gonna have X added to the mix as well, because we all know that they are we know that they're connected. For sure. Still don't know what the hell is going on with that Xenoblade 3 radio broadcast and saying that Project Exodus was going on in that world too. But we did see like multiple universes connected and stuff like that with the stuff with Al. So yeah, I'll probably finish this off tomorrow, today, stuff like that. But not have my sleep be too destroyed tonight. Because if I just had like one more mission, I would consider doing it. Part of me feels up to doing it, but like I am starting to, you know, almost nod off a little bit. And it's 3:15 in the morning, and considering how long these things are going, plus an additional affinity quest that who knows how long that's gonna go, I think the smarter thing to do is to wrap this up for now and say the next stream will be the final one. The final one in terms of main story stuff. Again, I'll keep on streaming after that and stuff because there's still more stuff that I want to do in this game. But yeah, it's I think this is what makes a little bit more sense. I had no idea that the new epilogue stuff would be this long. But I'd like it like that. I'd like more new content. Just, I don't like it as much from the perspective of trying to finish it off tonight. So, tomorrow night it shall be instead, probably. Unless other things end up coming up, but we'll see. We'll see here. I gotta do it. If I do want to do it, like, before the Switch 2 Direct, then I better do it, like, today, March 31st, towards the night. Because, Tuesday night, I want to get to bed at a decent hour so I can be up for the Switch 2 Direct and stuff, you know? Is what I'd want. Anybody watching this on YouTube after the fact is gonna be like, man, that Switch 2 Direct was like forever ago. What are you talking about? I'm going to bed for now. I've been streaming for almost 8 hours, sitting here playing this video game. I've been going hard on this game ever since it came out. I've been barely streaming anything else. Have I streamed a single other thing since this game came out? I mean, Dark Deity 2 once. Let's scroll up in the Going Live channel. Out of curiosity. There was the Nintendo Switch Direct. Yeah, there was the release of Dark Deity 2. Yep, since this game came out, I've streamed nothing but it, except for Dark Deity 2 when it launched, because it was the launch day of Dark Deity 2. So, I'll probably see this game through to the end, and then start getting caught up on some of the other projects around here. Because, yeah, this has kind of been the only thing that I've been touching around here lately. I'm going to sleep now. Appreciate everyone that tuned into another stream of Xenoblade Chronicles X. What do you think of the new epilogue story so far? Let me know in the comments below, is what I would say if I was an actual bigger YouTuber, but I don't think anyone would actually reply to that with my channel being the way that it is. But in case anyone is tuning in and wants to let me know, then hey, great, I'll be like, whoa, that's crazy. Also, sleep deprivation is talking to an extent here. I'm going to bed before I end up babbling too much longer.